It's also the thing that got me out of my job the quickest when I finally found a real estate investing mentor that taught me how things were done well. And, before that, I floundered for a long time after reading Rich Dad and wondering, well, what am I going to do? And, going this direction and going that direction and hitting a lot of false starts. But when I finally, invested in, at the time it was Ron LeGrand's real estate investing courses and devoured those, and then found a local real estate investing mentor, I got two people that showed me the path, the quickest way to get there. And that's when things really started progressing forward. And I was able at that point to finally quit my job and do something that I'd been mulling over and trying to do for, a year and a half at that point. So this is definitely something I've experienced myself. How about you, Sterling?
Well, yeah, the first thing I did with internet business was I was doing the real estate investing. And again, like you mentioned, Ron LeGrand, he actually sent me a sales letter about this tiny little course that he taught only one time a year about internet marketing and internet business type of seminar. And I decided, what the heck, I'm going to go check that out, because I was really leaning towards doing some sort of business on the internet, because real estate just wasn't cutting it for me. I didn't enjoy it at all. So I actually went there, and while I was at the seminar, I bought a course. And it's funny, so I at this point I had gone to a seminar that talked all about internet business. Then I had even bought a course to show me some specifics, and it still took me 6 months before I actually started succeeding. But it wasn't because the course was bad. It was because I just never did the course. I tried to futz around with, again, that entrepreneurial stuff that you talked about, where it's like, I'm going to go figure it out. And then finally I did follow the course and started to see some success. And it's funny because then I still reverted back to the Maverick, because the success I saw was because of the stuff I'd learned. But it was only very, very, very beginner stuff, and all the advanced stuff I needed to know, I still tried to figure it all out on my own. And it wasn't until maybe a year and a half after that I started going, okay, well, I'm making enough money to live, but I don't want to just survive. I want to explode with cash. So yeah. Then I bought more courses, and I tried to find people that actually had done it and knew what they were doing, because it's weird out there. There's all these people that talk about internet business, and then when you find out they've done nothing, they're almost like authors of books. Most of the time they're just researchers. And, I found a couple of things I liked, and then just through doing it for as much and as long as we've done, then of course we get to the point where we know all these different things and have our own specific system. But it first was, me making that decision to actually not only find the help, but use the help.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's point number 5, is that they don't get the help from those who have already done it. So what's the solution to this problem, Sterling?
Okay, so the solution is to find someone who's arrived at the destination you want to reach and get their guidance on how to arrive there.
Call ahead and get some directions. Sounds like a good idea to me. All right, so point number 6 is people, 6 reason why we most commonly see people fail in internet business or not succeed in internet business is that they don't learn how to market and get traffic. Really, when it comes to business, when it comes to entrepreneurship, marketing is everything. I mean, when we look at hugely successful entrepreneurs that we know, that we've studied, that we've had the opportunity to collaborate with or just be around, they are all very talented marketers. Now, there's a lot of things that they don't know how to do. They might not even know how to put up a website, and they've got plenty of people to help them with that. And they may even have some people to help them with marketing, but still in their own right, they are good marketers. Marketing skills are what are going, is what's going to determine the amount of money you can make in your business. And so it's always going to be a worthwhile investment to expand your marketing skills and become better at these things. Because, if you know how to market, for instance, it doesn't even matter if you're in an economic recession, your business can still thrive because money will keep flowing. You'll be able to adapt much better and figure out how to place yourself still in the flow of money and how to get your message in front of the right people, in front of the right money as the money shifts around in even an economic downturn. And the companies that not only survived but also became huge brand names through the Depression are the ones who knew how to market. So if you become a master marketer, you can literally be able to write your own checks.
Well, and the interesting thing about how my world works now is traffic and marketing are like my top priorities now. I'm trying to get it to where I spend about 80% of my time thinking about traffic and marketing. And as we farm out most of our, little tedious jobs within the business to VAs and such, I want to get it to the point where about 90% of my time is spent on that. And we'll still be spending time on content creation and the like, but becoming a marketing and traffic master is certainly where the money is. All right, so now the solution for number 6, which number 6 again is they don't learn how to market and get traffic. And the solution, of course, is become a regular student of masterful marketing and study the best marketers.
Awesome. So number 7 is that they don't build their list and community starting from day one. And we've mentioned this before, how, both on the show as well as in the academy, as we're talking about community building, we're talking about building your list, about getting that group of loyal customers and prospects who look to you as a trusted advisor. And that's something that should start from the moment the business starts forming. Anytime we launch any new venture now, that's, one of the first things we're looking at is, get the email list signed up on there. What's the opt-in offer going to be? How are we going to attract people to that? Get them to raise their hands, say they're interested, become a member of our community, and start what we call the community builder blueprint inside of the academy. That's what we teach. This is the top asset that you will have, is your list, or your community as we call it. This is where all the equity in the business is, and you should start building this from day one. That's why we've created an entire course on this community builder blueprint inside of the academy, and then another entire course on how to use blogging to attract that community. And we just recorded an entire other course on how to build an email list and then engage with that list, because it's all around how to start doing this as quickly as possible. And, it hurts when you see this business that maybe has been around for a couple years, and you look at their website, or you ask them, do you get people's emails? Do you collect their, how do you get people to raise their hand and self-identify as someone who's interested? And, they kind of just look at you quizzically and are wondering, well, what do you mean? Why